So I brought a new fruit tree on the weekend, and even though I didn't want to bring the food forest past the papayas I have done, I wanted to keep this area of grass for grandkids to play on, but this is a bit of a display, an eye-catching kind of tree, so really needed to be somewhere you could really spot it straight away. So, food forest has come forward a little bit more. Anyway, the way I plant my fruit trees has been the same way for the entire food forest, and it's just how I have done it. Just, watching a lot of YouTube videos and figuring out myself what works. So my way is I'll add a bit of manure, and I have sheep manure on hand, so that's what I was mixing into this hole. So the manure, a little bit of natural sand, a bit of cocoa coir, and in this particular case I've added rock dust and organic fertilizer pellets. Normally the rock dust and fertilizer pellets I wouldn't add, just I had them on hand, so I have decided to add that. And I also use Eco Hydrate to make sure that everything surrounding that hole and in that hole has the ability to absorb the water and not repel it. We live very close to the beach, so our yard is very beachy, almost like sand dune sand. So I really try to add as much organic stuff and the Eco Hydrate to give the plants the best shot. Anyhow, I continue this method, mixing it through and adding layers and layers and layers till I get it to the height I need the tree to sit at. Then I continue that method, so I'll put some more manure in, I'll put some more natural sand in, I'll put some cocoa coir in, and in this case rock dust and the organic pellets, and I'll continue that, trying to mix it through around the plant all the way up to level with the plant. That's just how I do it. All my fruit trees seem to be doing alright, but as you know, my citrus have a little bit of issues. I don't know if that's anything to do with how I've planted it or what's going on with them still, but this is how I do it, and all my other trees are thriving. So you can use this method if you'd like, or use your method, whatever works for you. So a little bit of information about this particular fruit tree. I was drawn to it by its unusual fruit, mostly. And if any of you know my favourite scent, it might give a hint to what kind of plant this is, because this particular fruit is not only used in cooking, but in a lot of cultures they actually use it as a natural air freshener. So it has a very, very strong scent, and one that I class as my favorites. So another reason why I really wanted to get this tree. And it doesn't have a juicy pulp, but it is also, the zest and the peel is used a lot in cooking and quite valued in baking, etc., and making infused spirits. So it does have a very, very strong smell, and the leaves actually have a very, very strong smell as well. So just one of my favorite scents, so another reason I was drawn to this particular fruit tree. In some cultures, it's actually a symbol of good fortune and happiness and prosperity. So, I need all of those things, so bring it on, I say. So back to planting of this tree. I have built the soil up slightly around it and leveled it out a little bit, because our yard does slope slightly, and I didn't want all the water to run off the plant. I wanted it to stay around it. I don't usually do this because I usually use wood chips, and I find that holds all the moisture in, but I haven't done an order of wood chips for a bit, so I don't have any on hand. So also, this is the part where my dog decides it's not time to plant a tree, it's time to play, and made it a little difficult, but we got the job done in the end. So once I got the ground level where I wanted it, I add the Eco Hydrate again, and this is it. I put 20 mils of that to 9 litres of water, and then I give it a really good water in. I usually only use 9 litres to do the entire planting process, but got a bit trigger happy, so we use a little bit extra on this one. And then so once I let that soak in, I'll mulch it. And this is the corn mulch that I made up, and so I'll just mulch it with that to keep it nice and moist and protected from our really hot summer days. And once I do an order of wood chips, I'll end up finishing the food forest area with the wood chips, which includes the papayas also. Then I water it in, just to keep the mulch from blowing away. So yeah, the reveal of the tree I've planted is our Buddha's Hand citron. Nice lot of flowers there, one fruit on it which probably should come off, but I'm going to leave it and see if it develops into something yellow and special. Really excited about this plant. Yeah, I hope you like watching this, and if you watch any of my other videos, you can keep an eye on how this Buddha's Hand citron goes. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.